All right, it's recording. All right. So, have you guys ever wondered what's really out there, out in space? Out in space. I might not have a formal education on space itself, but I've read multiple books by people like Carl Sagan, Neil deGrasse Tyson, and Stephen Hawking. So, I'm going to try to explain the three major topics of space: black holes, being one of them, the scale of the universe, and alien life, extraterrestrial life. All right. So, many often wonder how big the universe really is. To truly understand the scale of the universe, we need to know what the universe is, what it actually means. So we separate the universe into two types: the non-observable universe and the observable universe. The observable universe is everything that we can see and study from Earth. All right. So what we know now, the observable universe is about 93 billion light years long. So that is what we can see from Earth itself. All right. So, and that's in diameter. So to really know how big that really is, we need to know what a light year is. A light year is about 6 trillion miles. So it's about how long light really takes to go a mile in length. Sorry, I'll say that again. It's how many miles light travels a year. That's what a light year is. So if we took a supersonic airplane and we started at one point of the observable universe and we traveled to the other end, it would take approximately 47 quadrillion years to get to one end to the other. That's just the observable universe. All right. So the non-observable universe is said to be a lot bigger. Also, it's supposed to be ever expanding. So the way I like to see it is the universe is like an explosion that never stops. It just keeps growing and growing. So that's how big the universe really is. So I'm going to give you a quote by Carl Sagan. It's one of my favorite quotes by him. It's, "We live in a hunk of rock and metal that circles a hungry star that is one of 4 billion other stars that make up the Milky Way galaxy, which is one of a billion other galaxies in the universe." So that's the scale of the universe. All right, so the next topic we're going to go over is extraterrestrial life, as well as the Drake equation. So this quote by Neil deGrasse Tyson is also one of my favorites, and it really explains what alien life really is and the chances of it. So it says, there are people who walk around every day asserting that we are alone in the cosmos. They simply have no concept of large numbers and no concept of the size of the cosmos. So the universe consists of trillions of other solar systems. As I said before, it's huge. So the chances of us being really alone in the universe is really unlikely. So there is an equation that goes along. This is called the Drake equation by Dr. Drake. So he came up with an equation to take all these variables and come up with a specific number of how many communicative, real, living planets there are. So unfortunately, due to our technological limitations, we can't give all of these variables. We can't put them all in this equation if you'll have to figure out the exact number. So right now we're really left wondering if there's really alien life out there. All right. So thirdly, we're going to discuss black holes. All right. So black holes, they used to be space, like we used to hear about them in these stories, but it wasn't until recently where we actually got specific evidence that black holes are actually real. So a black hole is basically just a region of space where the gravitational pull is so strong that light can't even escape. Hence black hole. If light can't escape, it's going to be black. That's why it looks black when you're observing it. All right, so they usually form when a supermassive black hole is condensed into a really small form. So its gravitational collapses on itself. It keeps pulling in light, hence again why it's black. All right, so, but it doesn't have to be a supermassive black hole. It can also be any other piece of matter. In fact, if you might have heard, if you've taken the Earth and you shrunk it down to the size of a cue ball, it would be smoother than that cue ball. If you took it and shrunk it a little bit further in the size of a marble, it would turn into a black hole. So if you took the Earth and shrunk it to the size of a marble, it would be it would turn into a black hole because it would collapse under its own density. All right. So there are said to be billions of black holes in the universe. Unfortunately, again, with our technological limitations, we haven't really got to see one in person. We have actually gotten a picture of one. I don't know if you guys realize we recently actually got a real photo of a black hole, which is huge. All right, so there's also one at the center of our galaxy. Now that's considered to be a black hole in every galaxy. That's why there's billions of stars and planets circling that supermassive black hole. All right, so in conclusion, space is filled with many mysteries that we have yet to understand. I hope I helped you gain a little bit of understanding on these topics. The universe, extraterrestrial life, and black holes. So finally, I'm going to leave you with another one of my favorite quotes by Carl Sagan, actually by Stephen Hawking, excuse me. He says, "Look up at the stars and not down at your feet. Try to make sense of what you see and wonder about what makes the universe exist. Be curious." So that is everything. Thank you.